All right. We are live once again. It's your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. Class is in session. What we're going to be talking about this evening is a post that I seen up on Lockout Man's channel about one driver that was saying that truck drivers die sick and broke. And so it was to imply that it's synonymous to the trucking industry that you would die sick and broke. And so we have been trying to change that narrative for a very long time, which again, that information is incorrect. So also going to be talking about the importance of making sure that you have 10 grand in your account because something just happened to me just yesterday, which if I was not prepared, right, then I would have been in a very compromisable position in my business. And so, you know, we got to talk about that too and stuff. And so, like I said, I use myself as an example so that it can help you navigate in whatever situation that may come because this one was again certainly it certainly come out of left field, and it's something that happens in this industry, quite regularly. I was a target of identity theft. I was a target of identity theft. They took $8,600 out of my account. They took $8,600 out of my account. We put the claim in today, and they told me, they say, hey, Rooster's going, these things could take 60 to 90 days. I said, okay, well, it is what it is. I didn't like it. I bit the bullet. And what they was telling me, they said, look, we can give you some money. We can give you some money, to get by and stuff like that. I said, no, that's okay. I'm going over here to the bank of Rhode Island Red Rooster, where I know that I'm gonna be approved, right? And take those funds and stuff, that was stolen from me and put it back in my account. And, in 60, 90 days, when my money is refunded back to me, I'm gonna go ahead and pay the bank back. The Bank of Red Rooster didn't have no problem with it. The funds was available. They said, well, is that all you want? I said, yeah, that's all I want. And that was it. So, what am I saying? In all this, you see, it's all about being prepared. It's all about being prepared. You see, um, as you, Mr. Turner, what's going on with you? When you talk about being sick and broke, right? Truck drivers be sick and broke, and the other thing that she was saying is that truck drivers have to retire because they can't get their medical card. They can't get their medical card certified. Again, all these things are to imply. All right, Mr. Cohen, what's going on with you? All these things are to imply that you are not prepared and you're not taking your situation seriously. You see, you can die. You can die sick and broke no matter what you do. It's not synonymous to trucking. It's not synonymous to trucking. I mean, the thing about trucking is that it is one of the last bastions of industry that you can get into to where you can actually control the amount of money that you can make because in other places they're talking about, well, look, you can't work overtime. In trucking it's a little different. They like, man, look, um, you can work until your time is up. And in some cases, if you sit there and you do your business, if you do your business right, you'll never run out of time. You know, Consistency is all around us. Even though they say, well, rates are not where they need to be at right now and stuff, which is true. But the reality is that they're gonna always this infrastructure of trucking is gonna always need somebody to get out here and do what has to be done. They're always hiring, always have been, always will be. So what people don't do is in this a person's physical health, right? In the trucking industry, one of the big things about the medical card is your blood pressure. It's your blood pressure. And so, if your blood pressure gets 180, if your blood pressure is hard, they're not giving you that period. So what does that mean? You need to cut back on some of the food intakes. See, that's not synonymous to trucking. That's any job that's out there. If any job required you to go out and get a two, if they required you to get a medical card, everybody will be facing the same situation. Everybody will be facing the same situation. So you see, you got to take health as a priority. It doesn't matter what sector of business that you're in. You got to take health as a priority. You see, it's not. It ain't like you get in trucking and all of a sudden, oh, just truck drivers are all big and fat everywhere that you go. People are big and fat and stuff. I mean, it's all on, it's all on personal. It's all on your personal. Yeah, just taking personal accountability for yourself. Hey, listen, I need to cut back on some of the foods and stuff that I eat. Maybe I just need to eat one time a day. You know, um, it's a guy that I watch, the Minister of Wellness, Brother Nathaniel Jordan. I mean, he's helped me in my journey. But you got to take your physical health seriously. Health equals wealth. Bottom line. But it doesn't matter what sector of business that you're in. We're all susceptible to um, physical wellness. And so, they want to put that on trucking and saying, okay, well, you're just gonna get, you're in trucking, you're just gonna get sick. Yeah, I mean, there's the variety of foods and stuff that's available to us and stuff. It's to a person that may go home every day and stuff. I mean, we don't. Um, I'm gonna say this is that it's really not even an excuse anymore. We got access. We got access to the same foods as everybody else. If you want to take your health seriously and stuff to say, well, okay, I want to cook for myself. They got, they got devices and stuff that you can use if you want to start cooking for yourself. If you want to start storing your foods and stuff, you got refrigerators, you got stoves. You got stoves and stuff. You ain't got to hit Burger King and McDonald's all the time. And even if you do, you know, you got to understand the science of health. You got to understand the science of health and stuff. A lot of people don't know this. Is that when they talk about the 2,000, it's 2,000 calories. 2,000 calories. The daily intake that the daily dietary intake is 2,000 calories. So, here's the breakdown right here is that your body burns 7,000, your body burns 1,700 calories a day. That's if you don't exercise and stuff, if you just up every day just doing normal stuff, your body burns 1,700 calories a day. So put yourself in a deficit, you portion, get all the portion. In a calorie deficit. So gym and stuff like that, and practice, and practice health and stuff that way. Then you got, it always starts with the food. Always start with your We'll start talking about doing preventive maintenance on your truck. I mean, shoot, I could just look at yourself and say, man, okay, well, I know that you're not a practitioner of preventive maintenance because you're not doing preventive maintenance with self. You're not doing any kind of preventive maintenance with self. So I know if you ain't taking care of yourself, then how you talking about taking care of a piece of equipment? You see, there's things and stuff. I mean, with the truck, at least they give you MIL lights and check engine lights and stuff. And so, you take it over there to whoever needs to be taken to, and you fix whatever issue needs to be fixed, and you're back on the road. But when it comes to our health, our shops or whatever and stuff are not so obvious or whatever. But there's some things that we step away from because now it's getting personal. Feelings and stuff get hurt. But if a lot of us had check engine lights and MIL lights and stuff with the human body, then I mean, Those lights and stuff would be those lights would be on all the time. Those lights would be on all the time and stuff. I mean, heck, I know I was almost 300 pounds. I was almost 300 pounds and stuff, man. And so, I had to cut back on the intake. I'm not where I need to be at, but I try to do the best I can every day. You know, some days and stuff are a little bit better than others, but the thing is that when you get it down pat, when you get it down pack and stuff, you can see it's reflective. But that ain't got nothing to do with trucking. That just got everything to do with with person taking their personal responsibility. So your finances are the same way. If you don't check on you, if you don't do preventive maintenance in your finance and stuff, then that's how you stay broke. Because what I can't understand is that you can sit over here, you can start flossing and flexing $150 pair of shoes and all this other stuff there, and go on trips and stuff, and then here it is, you ain't got no, for some misfortune to fall upon you and stuff. Now we got to go over here and do some GoFundmes. Everybody, the community got to come together and stuff and start taking up a collection. We got to start taking up collection to bury you. And I'm saying, I like, man, dude, it ain't no point. It ain't no point of trying to reach out to me talking about, man, am I going to put something in to bury you? No. If you want me to put in, and I tell my family and stuff this is that if you want me to put in, then that's what you need to do. I'll pay your life insurance while you still alive and stuff. Let's go down here. Let's go down here and open you up a policy and stuff like that. Hey, I'll pay $30 a month for you just to make sure that you're covered. But I'm saying you got to leave me as the beneficiary, and I'll make sure that you're buried properly. If and when that time comes and stuff. But life insurance doesn't cost a lot of money. You go in there, you have a conversation, you be truthful, and so there's a lot of things that that used to be disqualified and stuff now they ain't even looking at. You can just go right on in there and stuff, man, and be covered in seconds. They used to have to sit down and swab your mouth and make sure that you didn't smoke or none of that stuff there. With just a phone call, and a credit card and stuff like that, you got insurance for whatever you need covered. Because I tell people, man, listen, when you pass away, when you pass away and stuff, man, it's some real pressure on you and stuff, man. When you go in that funeral home, when you go inside that funeral home and stuff, man, it's some real big pressure on you and stuff, man. I'm like, dude, if you talking about, cause when you go in that funeral home, you ain't never going in there by yourself. You never going in there by yourself. When they go in there and start making those funeral arrangements and stuff, man, you got family coming from all over, from all walks of life and stuff, just sitting in there and stuff. And so, as that director started to go down and start explaining how much these things cost and how much those things cost, everybody's in there suggesting what you're supposed to be getting. Oh, get this casket right here. We want this type of service. We want that type of service. But when they started talking about putting some dollars down, ain't nobody got money. Ain't nobody got no money and stuff. And so it always fall on whoever got the most money in the family. That's who they gonna all put it on and stuff. And so, you the truck driver. If you the truck driver and stuff like that, that's who they looking at. And putting that pressure on you and stuff. And I'm telling, man, I'm like, I'm telling you, you don't want that type of pressure, man. You do not want that type of pressure and stuff on you. I mean, and like I said, I done seen it too many times and stuff. I've been a victim of it. When you go in there in that funeral home and stuff, man, I mean, it's you know everybody that's in there, they ain't supposed to be in there and stuff. They making all these suggestions. They going right down there to that they going right down there to that funeral home and stuff, and they want to add on things to the service or whatever. And I mean, and look, this stuff start adding up depending on where you at and stuff. I mean, like when we had to bury my mother. When we had to bury my mother, it wasn't even a time to cry. It wasn't a time to cry and stuff because, man, I mean, shoot, it was all on me for a second. When I was sitting in there and stuff, man, I didn't know what to do and stuff. My dad, just so happened my dad and stuff, man, like, look, hey, it is what it is. You set it up how you want to set up and stuff, and that's how she gonna be buried. You know, but it was a bunch of people that was in there that wasn't supposed to be in there, and I know I didn't invite them. I didn't invite him and stuff. I went down there. I thought it was just gonna be the immediate family, just me, my sister, and my brother. And man, just everybody out the woodworks and stuff. I'm talking about people I ain't never seen before, just coming right on in there and stuff. And the first thing they doing is suggest, ooh, that show is nice. That show is nice. All me a real valuable lesson. I'm like, man, if you need life insurance, hey, look, holler at me now while you living, and we'll go down there and we'll get you a policy, man. Hey, look, what you got on the books? Nothing. Because if you didn't think that it was important enough for you while you was living to go down there and take a few minutes and start talking about something that we're all going to have to face, we're all going to have to face this, and you don't want to take these important steps into accountability to make sure that your family and the people that you leave behind and stuff is safe. Hey, don't talk to me and stuff while you passed away. Yeah, I'm sorry that that happened, but I ain't got nothing on his books. I got something on your books now. I got something on your books now. You ain't got no life insurance. Yeah, all right, let's go down here and get you something then. How much is $30, $50 will get you $30, anywhere between $30 and $50 will get you a nice policy. It'll get you a nice policy. I don't see how anybody can be out here without no life insurance. I mean, because it's one thing if you don't understand it, right? It's one thing if you don't understand it, but then it's another thing when you understand it, you just neglecting it. Ain't no excuse, ain't no sense in this stuff. And so as you live, you start to see that life is it's a real thing. Every day we're always hearing about people. We're always hearing about some kind of misfortune and stuff that fell on a person. You at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, nobody can predict when they're gonna leave, and nobody can predict when they're gonna leave and stuff. I mean, but heck, you know, when it's time to go, it's time to go. Sometimes, man, we never see it coming. Heck, some of our greats. Look at, we ain't got the name. It's so many, but they didn't see it coming. But once it's over with and stuff like that, and you got to be buried. Hey, now okay. Well, what is it that he got? Oh, he ain't have nothing. So I guess we got to go out to the community and start taking up a collection. I'm sick of that, man. I told you, I'm beyond that. If you need life insurance, hit me up now while you living. Because I'm looking around and stuff, and you buying cars, you participating in these whatnots or whatever and stuff. So I'm saying is that obviously you got your stuff put away. So if something happens to you, you ain't taking life seriously and stuff like that. I mean, hey, shame on you. We all got 30. We in the trucking industry where you can make $100,000 a year, and I'm saying is that some situations and stuff, man, it really require, you got to really take into accountability what you can and can't do in this industry. Bottom line, like I said, $100,000 a year as a company driver, this is what you can make. And they talking about, man, you dying sick and broke. Now the sick thing is, like I said, the sick thing again, you could take accountability on yourself. You know, the broke thing, same thing is that, man, you got to take, just like you do preventive maintenance and stuff on your truck. You know, you got to take preventive maintenance on yourself. You got to take preventive maintenance on your finance. It don't cost a lot of money. It just take you having to take do what's necessary and stuff. To make sure that everything is being took care of. That's why a lot of people are employees, because when you're an employee, the person that you work for, they're doing all that. They got to do all the checks and balances. They got to do all the business stuff. That's why they don't involve you, because you're not looking at it from a business perspective. Everything that you do is based upon business. Everything. The person that you work for, well, why ain't allowed the stuff to do this or do that or whatever? Because the people that you work for are looking at the bottom lines, and they saying, well, look, we can't afford this stuff, man. In order for business to keep going the way it's going, I'm losing money. So this is why things can't be done. Well, why can't the trucks go 60? Why can't the trucks go 70 mile an hour, 80 mile an hour? Because I can't afford it. I can't afford it for the type of business that I'm in. So the person that you work for and stuff, when they sitting down and having those meetings, they talking about business stuff. So they say, oh, you go work, you go wait outside. You go wait outside and stuff. Here's a coloring book. and some here's a coloring book and some crayons and stuff. Make sure that you color inside the lines. We're going in here and take care. We're going in here and take care of business. So they're talking about the real things to keep the doors open and stuff, so you can get a paycheck every week, and then you over here talking about your feelings and your emotions, and not understanding or getting a grasp and stuff, man, of the real potentials of you grabbing and making some real money and stuff out here. Like I said, even as a company driver, you can still think on a business perspective. Okay, I don't want to own no truck, but I do want to increase my I want to increase my finances. So then you open yourself up to the opportunities and stuff that's in there. Start thinking like a business person. Okay, well, all right, if this was mine right here, if this was mine right here, how would I run it in order to increase revenue? Well, that don't make sense then. That doesn't make sense right then and stuff. But to a company driver, the first thing they thinking about is well, they just thinking about them. They ain't thinking about the bottom line costs and stuff. You want to go home. You want to go home and stuff. Oh, well, it's 200 miles from the house. Yeah, it's 200 miles. It's 200 miles to the house and stuff. But man, shoot, diesel fuel right now is still like $5 a gallon. It's like $5 a gallon and stuff, man. We got a load right around the corner and stuff that's gonna be paying some good money. And you talking about that you want to go home to do what exactly? I mean, shoot, you ain't made no money just to go home, and then you at home too long, and then at the end of the week you go complain about the fact that you ain't making no money, and then you want to go up here and quit and go work for somebody else and stuff, man, and take that same type of failed logic over there to another carrier and say, well, the reason why I wasn't making money over here at this other company because they wouldn't treat me right. They wasn't running me right. All this other nonsense there. And not thinking on a business aspect. When you think on business, they like, man, look, let me go on chill on out. Let me chill my tail on out and stuff. Being broke and sick, dying sick and broken stuff again is all based upon personal accountability. It ain't got nothing to do with the industry that you in. It ain't got nothing to do with your job. It ain't got nothing to do. It ain't got your job ain't got nothing to do with it. It's your own personal responsibility. Your own personal responsibility, and that's all there is to it. Don't sit there and start putting this stuff on the industry or whatever. See, that's that employee. That's that employee type thinking stuff, man. Like, well, it's always somebody else's fault. It's never me taking accountability into anything and stuff. And so, meanwhile, the business people that are around you are doing things and stuff and getting things done. And then, okay, you think it's like it's some secret. It ain't no secret. Sacrifice is what they have to do. Yeah, they want to sit. Yeah, I want to sit down and stuff at the. I want to sit down at the all-you-can-eat buffets and stuff, man. I was at Golden Corral yesterday. I love steak. I love steak and chicken and macaroni and cheese and all these, but I can't eat these things every day. And I was saying, even with me going in there and stuff, I knew I said, okay, I'm going to Golden Corral today, so I'm not going to eat anything, no breakfast, no snacks, none of this stuff. It's just going to be me. It's just going to be me and not eating and stuff. And then when I go in here and eat, that's going to be my meal for the day. That's it. You know, these foods and sodas and stuff like that, man, they're delicious. They're delicious and stuff, man. But just throwing them back to back and stuff, man. No, that's not good because we know the effects and stuff that they have on us. I ain't saying that you ain't got to go into vegetarianism and stuff, but I mean, hey, we gotta give respect where respect due and stuff. Is that vegans, a lot of those vegans and stuff, man, they live healthier lifestyles. I ain't seeing, you know, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But what I'm saying is that, man, it takes sacrifice and commitment. Those guys that go to the gym and stuff like that, hey, man, I mean, they make whatever. Sometimes they don't make it to the gym. That takes commitment to go down there and stuff and start lifting them weights and stand in there. And then you got to go to work and then you got to do other things on top of that. That takes a lot of commitment and stuff. But we can't get mad at results. You know, at results that we are not making ourselves. We're mad at the fact that we don't get the benefits of the sacrifice that we never committed. Can't be mad at that. but the examples of stuff are all around you. So I mean, if you're trying to get to that position there and stuff, then hey, you got to put in that same work. You got to put in that same work and stuff, man. Bottom line. So it's the same thing, when it come to your finances and stuff. When I'm sitting there talking to people, I say, hey, man, look, do you got $10,000? Do you have $10,000 in your account? Do you have $10,000 in your account and stuff, man, that you can put away to say that, man, listen, I got it to sit, in case a disaster or something hit, like in my situation. Shoot, they sat there yesterday. Somebody went in my account and stuff, went to the ATM, and in 10 minutes they cleaned my entire account out. In 10 minutes, well, I'm gonna say not my I got a corporate account and stuff that I keep for my trucking, to purchase things and stuff like fuel and breakdowns and all that stuff there and everything. So I keep that on my EFS card. So I'm saying for anybody that got EFS or got calm data, if you got an ATM feature on your card and stuff, man, disable that immediately, because everything else they can catch. Everything else is a pre-authorization. But if you got an ATM feature on your EFS card, your calm data, or any kind of corporate card, right? Disable it immediately, because they hit me up in 10 minutes. I mean, they was getting it out by the 800s. I'm like, man, I was surprised. I'm like, I didn't know that you can go to an ATM and start doing hits and stuff like that. They started at they started at 2 o'clock. They started at 2 o'clock and he was finished at 2:10. They cleaned my entire account out. When I sat there, EFS sent me the notification and stuff. Man, have a 54 bucks. That's all they left me with, $54. I'm like, good gracious. $54. That's all they left me with. And they cut the card off. And stuff. So I'm like, man, shoot. So I'm sitting there. I had to make a few phone calls and stuff like that. They say, hey, man, look, it's done happened before. It's done happened before and stuff, man. Like, look, just calm down. We're gonna put the claim in tomorrow. We'll get your money back. And so I already knew what the next step was. I said, well, shoot, okay. I'm going into my escrow, an account that can't nobody hack, that can't nobody take any money and stuff away from. You see what I'm saying? Something that's monitored by me. People saying, "Oh, you don't need no escrow account with the trucking company because they can do this, that, whatever." Well, I got it in there and stuff. And when I said, "Hey, listen, I need 86," they took $8,620. I said, I went right on there in that account. Hey, listen, I need $8,600 put back on my corporate card. Okay, no problem. Set it on up to give me 5 minutes. But all they kept saying, are you sure that's what you want to do? Are you sure that's what you want to do? We can give you the money. We can give you the money, and when your money comes back and stuff, then we'll take it that way. No, that sounds like a loan to me. That sounds like a loan to me and stuff. And with a loan comes interest. I'm like, I'm not sweating it, because where they took it from was a business, and so this business got insurance. This business got insurance and stuff. It works a little bit differently, but right now I got to put my own funds up and stuff to keep everything running, to keep everything going. I don't like it, but these are the things and stuff happen. Now let's just say I didn't have that. They took that 86 and that was it, and I ain't had no backup. I'd be in some bad shape right now. Mr. Corn, to answer your question on, it's gonna take 60 to 90 days. You looking anywhere from 60 to 90 days and stuff. Just like that post I made earlier. Can you survive if they took $8,600 from you and then you gotta wait 60 to 90 days to get that money back and stuff, man? Could you survive? Do you have some kind of backup? I'm telling you, this is what's happened to me personally. And so when it happened, the only thing I could do and stuff is go to the bank of Red Rooster. Hey, listen, hey Rooster, I need to borrow 8,600. No problem. Go and put it on the card. Keep everything going and stuff. My only problem is I don't trust the EFS card no more. that's that's my only problem, man. I mean, I don't trust the EFS card no more. I don't trust it no more and stuff. I'm like, if they can go in there and they can hack it, if they can go in there, they can hack it and stuff, man, and can go to the ATM and pull that money out and stuff. All right, I'll disable the feature. But I'm saying like, dude, I didn't go to no ATM. I wasn't using no ATM card machines and stuff like that. So I'm like, how the heck did they get my account? It had to be one of these truck. It had to be one of these truck stops. And so I'm only limited to go to the TA and the Loves. And so every time I always check the what you call it, where you skim the card and stuff at. I'm always checking that. And so I'm like, I got a pretty good clue as to I got a pretty good clue and stuff, man, as to what happened. But it's only speculatory. It's only speculatory stuff. I mean, I just got to put the claim in and stuff, and just wait for them to get my money back. And so, meanwhile, I got to sit there. I got to sit there as I run. I got to take. I'm not gonna wait for the 8,690. I ain't gonna wait for the 8,600 90 days later. What I'm gonna be doing now and stuff. I'm gonna be taking the money that I borrowed, and I'm gonna be paying myself back in large increments. I'll be paying myself back in large increments and stuff. And once that money's back in there and stuff, then I'll be right back to square one. But I'm saying until that other money and stuff hit, when that hit, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna put that back in the escrow, and then it's gonna allow itself to grow up too. So I'll be actually where I was supposed to be at in the start. But I just gotta wait till December. You see, but it's like, man, you borrowing money from them, you got to pay them back. You got to pay them back and stuff. I don't know what kind of interest. I don't know what kind of interest and stuff that they're talking about. I didn't even get into the detail and stuff because I said, man, that sounds like a loan to me. That sounds just like a loan to me and stuff. I'm like, now if it's a part of the insurance policy, my thing is that should be coming from EFS. If EFS was talking about, yeah, we'll give you a portion of it and stuff, yeah, I would have took it. But talking about the company that I'm leased on with and stuff, they saying, well, hey, we'll give you the money. No, that's a loan. That's a loan and stuff, man. And so, with a loan, that's talking about interest and all that stuff because somebody stole from me. They took my money. But you see, this is the important stuff. I'm like, 5, 6 years, I ain't gonna say 5 years ago, but I'm saying, about 8 years ago, I wouldn't have been prepared for something like that. But at the same time, I wouldn't have been no target either because I wasn't making any money. So these the things I say, like, these things are important because when these situations happen, it requires you to make some decisions. And if these decisions are talking about based upon what others can do for you, then you're gonna be in a world of mess. Everything that you do is gotta be based upon what you can do for yourself. And so the best thing you can do for yourself, what you can, get your money while you can, get your money how you can, when you can, for as long as you can and put your money up because in situations like this, these things happen. And when they happen, you know, when they happen and stuff, man, it requires you to have to take care of it. If you depending on other people and stuff, man, that's a very dangerous position to put yourself in business. Why do you want to do that? But see, I learned that from when I was in those lease programs and stuff. I said, man, I can't be dependent on other people. Hey, look, I got to put this money away. I got to start saving this money. Even when people talk, oh, it's a bad idea and stuff to do it. Yeah, they say these things until the situation arises, and then I hear these conversations and stuff about people. You know, I'm hearing these conversations and stuff, man, about yeah, these strange conversations and stuff, man, about people, and whatever situations and stuff they going through and stuff. I said, man, that's strange to me. I don't want to be in that. On a side note, man, it feel. In case y'all wonder, I'm at home now. In case y'all wonder, I'm at home. It feel real strange being in this house, man. It feels real strange being in this house and stuff, man. I'm in the guest room. This ain't my yeah, this the guest room right here and stuff, man. I ain't got my bedroom. I ain't well the stuff I was gonna put in my bedroom. I ain't got it yet. So um, I know it's a change. I know it's a change of scenery and stuff like that. Usually I'd be in the truck, but um, I had to come by here and check on the house and stuff and make sure everything is okay. And so, I'm in here. But it feels real strange though. It does. It feels real strange being in here. So um, this the guest room and stuff. So I guess if you guys, if y'all happen to check me out and stuff, if I'm in town and y'all in the area and stuff like that, if you in the Burlington area and you need a place to crash and stuff, man, you ain't got to stay in the truck. We can come on here. Hopefully, I'll have. The other reason why I came here is because I wanted to see how I want to get things and stuff done because I'm almost done taking care of other people's children. I'm almost done taking care of other people's responsibilities, so I can get back to taking care of my responsibilities. And so one of the things I wanted to do was know how to hook the house up. So I'm taking a look in the guest room, and the guest room is okay. It's all right. I mean, you know, it can use a woman's touch and stuff. So I mean, my nieces and stuff were talking about helping me out as far as like designing and stuff like that. Cause I mean, if you leave it to a man, it's just we men are very basic people and stuff. It don't take a lot. We as men, it don't take a lot for us to be satisfied. It's just like that post. I see this post and stuff of it's this guy. He's staying in an apartment, high rise apartment and stuff, and he got a beach view and stuff like that. But then he got a TV and a beach chair, you know, and it's very basic. It don't have a lot of stuff in there and everything. And so they saying, well, the woman was, it's a girl that was commenting. She was saying like this, I don't see how a guy can live like that and stuff. And so then the dude replied like, hey, hey, we don't need a lot to make us happy, which is the truth. Which is the truth and stuff because is another thing I wanted to go into. With us being in the 10 grand clan. See, men, we as men, we can be minimalists. We can be minimalists and stuff, and we can be happy. It's just like if I ever decide to get back out into the dating thing again, you know, um, this place right here, this is for me. I'm cool here, and I can go either way with this place. I can rent this place out. I can rent this place out, no problem. So I'm like, I'm not expecting, when if I start dating or whatever, if a woman comes here, whatever, and stuff like that, it's okay. You can kick your shoes up and we can get cozy, but don't get comfortable because this ain't this not the final play right here. This right here, this is cool for me and stuff because I'm only gonna be here. I'm not expecting the woman to be here. But see, as the woman is talking about, well, she ain't got no input, she ain't got no say so. She ain't got no input, she ain't got no say so and stuff. And I mean that's incorrect. You got plenty of input, you got plenty of say so. When we started to go out here and started to go looking at the house, when we start looking at that house and stuff that we're gonna put you in, you know, you got plenty of say so there and stuff because a man that's really trying to take care of a woman, there's a grafting process first. And so, a man's not gonna sit there and put a woman in the house and stuff if she ain't qualified for it. You sitting over here talking about $400,000, $500,000 and stuff, which a man don't have a problem in doing that. But a woman has to be worthy of that position. You can't just come up here and stuff and start barking a whole bunch of orders and your life ain't right. Men can live as minimalists and stuff, but thing is, it's a choice for us to do that. I'm cool. This modular home right here and stuff, I'll be just cool and just contented. It got 3 rooms in it. You know, it got 3 rooms in it stuff, plenty of space and stuff for me and my truck. For me and my truck and all my cars and stuff, you could be right here. But then, like I said, they talk about the modern women. We got to understand something. We as men created that. That's our problem and stuff, man. They talk about the modern women. If you got any problem with the woman, if you got any problem with a woman, it's because it's the man's fault. Understand that. But I'm saying you as men and stuff, especially us in the CDL field. They always talking. The woman is always talking about how she want $100,000. She want a man and stuff with 6 figures. Hey, you are the 6 figure man that they're talking about. So only thing you got to do now and stuff is that you got the money. Now you just got to get your, you got to get your swag and stuff in order because I'm starting to see a lot of these men, they simping and they ain't got to be. You ain't got to be simping. You the prize, man. But step your game up and stuff, man. Don't be sitting there don't sit there and be, all behind a woman and all sad and stuff like that because of somebody that really don't have any kind of value at the end of the day. You all sad and stuff like that and asking a woman and stuff, you asking a woman for closure. What kind of nonsense is that? When the relationship was over with, that's it. Ain't no more explaining. Things didn't work out and stuff. Hey, okay, it is what it is and stuff, man. And get your swag on, man. I mean, it's real disheartening and stuff, man, to see a lot of these dudes up here and some of the things that they participating in. I'm just like, I'm trying to have some respect for some guys and stuff, but I'm saying, man, I'm like, I've been there. That thing that you trying to do and stuff like that, I've been there. It's not it doesn't end well trying to sit there and stuff and be the so-called, you think that you being the nice guy and stuff. No, man, you being the pushover. The hen, my mom say, man, hen pick. All these hen pick men out here and stuff, over here begging and stuff like that. And then you talking about the modern woman and stuff, or what she bringing to the table and all this. I'm like, I can't believe we having these conversations, man. I'm like that. I was like that. I was in that place. I said, man, I can't believe that my swag was just that low. My swag was just that low and stuff. I'm like, man, what are you talking about? Huh? Do you understand that the majority of women, right? That the majority of women that's out here that you so-called desiring are taking care of men. They're taking care of men. These guys out here and stuff. I mean, you seen them. Look, the woman gets out here and work, right? The woman gets out here and work to go buy the dude that she's with a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox and all these things that require time, energy, and resource. That's what she doing, going to GameStop and all these, Amazon and stuff just to get this dude a PlayStation 5, man. I mean, the only thing he doing is just giving her ding-a-ling. She's paying a whole lot more than what some of us men pay for. As a man, you sit there, you probably pay what? A man probably pay what? 50, $60 and stuff, man. I'm like, she got the dude sleep. She got the dude in the house. She got him in the house buying his clothes and stuff like that, driving the car. Driving the car and stuff at work, and she at work or whatever and stuff like that, and he over there got his little side piece of stuff coming, going on, and then, you know, she can't get anything accomplished. She can't get anything and stuff out of this dude. Yeah, okay, he's good looking. He's good looking stuff, but he ain't producing nothing. And I'm saying, like, you looking at this woman, and this is the woman that you desiring. And so now when you get her and stuff right, these are the things that you got to work out of her. That's all she been doing all her life is taking care of a low value man, and then here it is, you trying to show her the finer things in life, and she gets scared of that. She don't understand what it means for you to take care of stuff and not want anything in return. Okay, I'm paying for a meal and stuff. Hey, we going to the Olive Garden or some 5-star restaurant or whatever stuff. I'm like, man, I'm peeping this thing out. I'm looking at the menu because I'm just as curious as everybody else. I'm on a date and stuff, and she orders something. If she orders something a little strange and stuff like that, I'm taking notice to see, okay, hey, how was that meal? Because hey, I'm coming back, and when I come back and stuff, I might order that next time. You sitting over here fighting over a meal. The whole purpose is for you to kick your feet up and have a good time. What you worried about the bill for? I already know. I'm already know what I'm gonna spend and stuff when I go out. What you worried about the bill for? The whole purpose is to get the full experience. If you worried about that and stuff, then why even go out to start with? Why stress yourself with that? When I go somewhere, I want to have a good time. I want to have a good experience, even if the experience is bad. Like, man, The food there was horrible, but at least I got the experience and stuff, man, of knowing, okay, yeah, the food's terrible. The conversation's gonna be on point because first thing I'm saying is stuff off the gate is that, hey, look, before we even go there and stuff, don't it's gonna be one bill. I got it covered. I'm just interested in the conversation to see where everything and stuff is heading, to see where the mindset, you see where your mindset is. I want you relaxed. I want you relaxed and stuff, but I'm saying, just like any business investment and stuff, man, these are the things that you have to do. So how the heck now we're just gonna start shying away from it? We're gonna start shying away from this stuff. Oh man, she got to pay for her own stuff because I ain't gonna have relations with her and stuff. Like what the heck? You want to have relations with a person that you don't even know, and then you doing the thing that's going to consist of bringing life into this world, and then when that happens, now all of a sudden you in a world of regret. I don't even know who this chick is, and now she gonna be raising your child all because you didn't know how to sit there and weigh things out. But you supposed to be a business person. You just jumping in the first thing and stuff, man, just because it's offered. That's foolishness, man. Take your time and stuff, man. I mean, you know the environments where they come from. It's very scary and stuff, man. I'm like, you see these chicks every single day, man. Talking, you see them every single day up here talking this nonsense. And you talking about, man, being jammed up with one. Now you got to deal with it for the rest of your life because she bringing a child into this world. Oh man, this child support, man, this child support, something again that could have been totally avoided. Something again that could have been totally avoided because if you sitting there and you got it in your mind and stuff, right, that child support is going to be an issue for you, then you don't need to do things that's going to consist of bringing life into this world. That's just basic logic, man. Okay, I'm not ready. I'm not ready, and that's okay. But I'm like, it's like, man, you asking somebody, hold up, asking somebody, you a man and trying to ask a woman for closure and stuff for something that happened 5 and 6 years ago. You calling your ex-girlfriend and wanting to know what was the problem and stuff in the relationship. It doesn't matter, man. You got you a whole brand new life and stuff, man, ahead of you. So, hey, things didn't work out. It is what it is. Work on self and stuff, man. Take the time, man, to get back in tune with self. I mean, they act like it's a whole bunch of daggone high value. It's just a whole bunch of high value women and stuff that's out here. Oh man, these women are so great. And they so great. Look where they coming from. The women that you design and stuff is trash, man. High body counts and stuff. Over here done had you sitting over here had trying to lock something down and stuff, man, that been in a threesome and foursome and five sums. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it gets very I mean, if you into what you into and stuff, but I'm just saying, good gracious, man. Come on, man. It's just like, I mean, dude, you know better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know better and stuff, man. I mean, get your swag in order, man. Talking about the modern woman. The modern woman, yeah, the modern woman was made because of the man and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, women are hyper masculine and stuff. Yeah, because the men ain't doing what they supposed to do. The men ain't doing what they supposed to do because if you doing what you supposed to do and stuff, ain't nobody gonna take you off your drive. Nobody. If they ain't feeling it, then they just ain't feeling it and stuff, man. Look, let me go and get you out the way and stuff, cause I got work to do. Go and get you out the way and stuff, man. I got work to do and stuff. You talking about, I need to tone it down and stuff, man. No, hey, my setting is okay. This why I got it at and stuff. If you don't like it and stuff, okay, hey, look, all right. Well, I'll holler at you. We ain't got to have no debate on nothing. Talking about this nonsense. A man got to go through all the steps The man got to go through all the steps to get the boat, and then all the woman has to do is just look good. Well, who set that standard there? It's the man, because she trying to get on the boat. So if you sit there and if you sit there and you set the standard. Okay, not only do you have to look good and stuff, but you got to be able to do this, that, or whatever. Guess what? The women going to have to go back and do this, that, or whatever to get on that boat. Just cause they look good and stuff. I mean, okay, that's the standard that was set by the man. Okay, just look good. All right then. So they look good, and then you're mad at the fact that they looking good. The men set the standard. We're not going over there in women's territory. We're not going over there in the women's territory. You got the possibility of making six figures. I'm saying, even if you average, you still set the standard. You still set the standard and stuff, because heck, you know, a lot of stuff that I want to do and everything is because I'm taking care of low value men's children. I'm taking care of low value men's children. I shouldn't be the uncle that's going over here and buying the nieces cars and stuff like that and making sure they straight. I shouldn't be doing that and stuff, man. That's the job of the father. The father's supposed to be doing that. The father ain't checking on them like that and stuff. So see what they saying is this what the man is saying. The man is cool with the children going over here to other men, going over here to other men and stuff to make sure that they get all that to get all the and hunger, thirst, and nakedness, and they want all things. They want to go to another man. Your child, you cool with that? You cool with your child doing that? I never been cool. That's why I say I stepped in as the uncle. Yeah, hey, look, I don't want my nieces going over here and stuff. You know, uh, uh going on. I'm sitting over there and stuff on some porn site. There it is, my niece up there because she got to pay her way through college. She up there stripping and all that stuff there and everything. Got to pay through. You got to pay her way through college because she got to go to another man to take care of her. Because the man that was supposed to take care of it, he ain't got no support system set up in place. So he don't care. He just gonna throw caution to the wind. And then you wonder why the women and stuff is all messed up. You wonder why the women and stuff is all messed up. So I like, yeah, I mean, shoot, dude, you think, man, I'll probably be in a better position. This house probably would have been done. Uh, um, this house probably would have been done and stuff a couple months ago. But I'm saying, hey, look, the children they go up, they want to go to college and stuff like that. They ain't got no college tuition set up. What am I supposed to do? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go over here and live my best life. I'm gonna go over here and live my best life and stuff, man. Screw all that. I don't want my nieces going to any. If they going to any man, they might well come to me. I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit and stuff. But these other men and stuff are low value. They're going up here and stuff and trying to take control of the narrative, talking about the low. They talking about the modern woman. They're talking about the modern woman and stuff, but ain't now one of them taking care of their children. These men, and this how you know that these men and stuff, they have the nerve to say that if a woman has the ability to have an abortion, then the man should say his say should that he shouldn't be financially responsible. He should be financially responsible for the child, and that way everything is equal. This is what men and stuff are saying. And that's some of the most dumbest thing that I ever heard in my life. A man, if you know that you are not physically, financially, and spiritually ready for that type of responsibility, then something should say, well, then I'm not ready to have relations with this woman. Because that's exactly where children come from. So if you look at your situation and everything that's going on, and then you saying on top of all this, yeah, I think I could go out here and have sexual relations with a woman, that everything that comes from that and stuff was based on the decision that you made. Because if you sat there and said that, well, you know what, I choose not to have relations with the woman, you ain't got to worry about abortion. You ain't got to worry about child support. You ain't got to worry about taking care of the child or setting up tuitions and all that other things there. I guarantee it. This is what men are actually saying. And I'm saying it blows my mind the amount of nonsense and stuff that come with that. And then you trying to build a business on top of that with that type of thinking? Does that make sense? As a man, you're saying that you ain't got enough control and stuff, man, to look at your overall situation and make you know, and have to make a judgment call on that. Be honest with yourself for once, and you wonder why the women are in the state that they're in. Like I said, I'm not gonna allow mine, especially not the girls. You know, all I got, nieces and stuff like that. I'm not about to let my nieces go out there as hard as it is and stuff. I'm like, look, I know I didn't have sex with them. I didn't have sex with them and stuff, man. The I didn't have sex to bring the children and stuff into this world. I didn't do that. They didn't come to me. But I'm sitting over here and stuff, and these supposed to be blood and stuff, man. Over here talking about, over here talking about and stuff. They can't, that niece and stuff calling. My niece is calling, and here it is. You can't take care of your niece. I had a father in my life, and my father had brothers. And my thing is that anything that my dad, anything, if I needed something, if I asked my dad, he went out there, he got it. He was always in my corner, always. And here it is now that me and them growed up with the same me and them growed up with the same father and stuff, and then y'all ain't got the same. Your, our father can do stuff. Our father can do stuff for you and everything, but then here you are, father. You can't do nothing for your child. You can't be no blood of mine. You ain't no blood of mine. I disown you, man. Forget these dudes and stuff, man. Save the babies. What you got, Kyle? Let's see. Hold up. Uh, man, let's see. Hold up. Hey, Rooster, you, you right about sacrificing to get a priority. Good gracious stuff and kind of fall by the wayside a little bit. Hey man, listen, step your swag up, man. Step your swag up because you looking at me and stuff. You saying I'm the lame. You saying that I'm the lame and stuff like that. But then now when the real problem and stuff come along, I can solve my situation. What you doing with yours? You just gonna throw caution to the wind and stuff. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is and stuff, right? Then calling somebody showing off. That's what men do. When you put that sacrifice in, when you put that work in, you say, listen, I'm gonna go and shut down. I'm gonna go and shut down. Oh man, you flexing. No, I ain't flexing. I'm not flexing this stuff. I'm just saying, hey, look, a table was prepared in the midst of my enemies. That's all. The table was prepared in the midst of my enemies. So I'm saying, I mean, you could take it for what it is. If you put that sacrifice and stuff, man, and that's the result of it. So I'm like, hey, look, hey, for you, you might call it flexing. For somebody else and stuff, that's inspiration. Especially if I could talk about it and stuff and say, hey, man, listen, how did you get it? Okay, well, here are the steps right here. You understand that it's going to require sacrifice and commitment, okay? Because what you're doing is going to look foolish in the eyes of, in the eyes of other people, but that's okay because see, they ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere, and they want you to be right there in the same spot. Man, it's real quiet in here and stuff, man. I guess that's the other thing and stuff. It's a real big change. It's a real big change from sleeping in the truck, man. I mean, I slept in the truck last night. 'Cause I guess I was a little upset because of what happened with the money, but um, I'm okay now and stuff. I said, man, I got to stay in here. This is my place. I pay good money. I pay good money and stuff. I'm like, shoot, just have it just to have it. I mean, that's truck and stuff for rest, man. Just go on, stay in this house. Brand new furniture. So I'm gonna test out this the guest bedroom. I'm gonna go and test this out tonight and stuff and see how things work. Like, oh, let me check. Let me show you this feature right here and stuff. I found this thing rather interesting. Hold up. Let me found this thing rather interesting. I just no, my trailer's at UPS. My trailer's at UPS and stuff. It's they got an account and stuff there, so I'll probably maybe the trailer is. I get the stuff from what he was telling me, but I said nah, the road is a little bit too narrow. But that's the account and stuff they got now. They want me to kind of do it on the regular, which is cool. So you know, look, check this out though. Check this out. I'm gonna sleep just like that and stuff, man. I'm gonna just doing stuff just like in the hospital. Oh wait a minute, hold up. Let me switch it. Thing just lift right on up. Let's see there. The lumbar stuff. Let's see. You can lift that too, or you can lower it. Then let's see. You hit the home feature. Just goes right back to normal and stuff, man. I'm like, I think that's a pretty cool feature there. It's a pretty cool feature and stuff there. This thing it can massage it can massage you and stuff, the head and the feet and stuff. So um you get that same feeling like you in the truck and stuff like that. So I mean, shoot, you can so you could do that. But yeah, this thing oh god. But yep. So I got that feature right there going on since I know it work and stuff. I said I'm gonna use that for my bed. I'm gonna use that for my bedroom set and stuff. So uh, the next thing I guess the next thing I need to see how I'm gonna set that other room in there as the computer room and stuff. To do the live feeds and stuff. Uh, so like I said, I'm about done taking care of. I'm about done taking care of my nieces, and you know, yeah, I got my nieces and stuff I took care of, so I gonna start being focused on, get some more things and stuff straight for the house. Hold up, y'all got some questions up here. Let's see. Yo, that's the problem. No, oh wait a minute. Let's see. You park your trailer at the house. Quick question. I'm out of Connecticut. Where's a good place to pay for a reefer to rent? Um, that's a tough one, man. I wouldn't I wouldn't rent if you trying to rent you a trailer. If you're trying to rent you a reefer unit, huh. There's this one guy. You know what? No, he got all his rented out. Huh. That's a good one because trailer rentals, especially now, it's a bad time to rent it because we about to enter into the holiday season, and we about to enter the holiday season and stuff. And I mean, it's gonna be real tough. It's gonna be real tough to get one. I mean, with you know around this, they're getting ready and stuff for October, November, December, and it's. I mean, you're lucky if you can find one and stuff. I mean, it's gonna be real tough, man. I mean, I can't really say, Mr. Watkins. Let's see. I've been watching all the time, but I get mad for not reaching out to you. Yeah, that's okay. Well, listen, um, as long as it's about trucking and stuff, man. Hey, look, tech. My phone information is on my YouTube page. My phone information is on my YouTube page and stuff, man. Just go up there, text me, let me know that you got it, and what day that you want to. We can set something up and stuff, and we can go into dialogue that way. So, um, but yeah, we can do it that way and stuff, man. Um, anyhow, man, that's it. You know, anyhow, that's it, man. I mean, shoot, if y'all got any questions for me, if you got any questions for me and stuff, man, just go on hit. You go on and fire away and stuff, man. But like I said, I think I laid my case out. Truck drivers are not truck drivers are not dying sick. They're not dying sick and broke. That's just the individual that didn't take accountability of the situation that they was in and stuff. And so, despite whatever you in, you're gonna die sick and broke. I mean, heck, that guy that that guy that had that guy that jumped from that 20, he died from that 21-story building in New York. He found out it was gonna be they got him and stuff, man, for $1 billion. They got him for $1 billion scheme and stuff like that. And he said, man, shoot, he died. And he's sitting over here and stuff. I think his annual salary was what, like 20 million. Yeah, I got me something. I went to Walmart and just got a little something and everything. Right now I'm just in the beginning stages, but like I said, we gonna get that situated. But hey, you know, don't believe the hype and stuff, man. People, being sick, again, that's personal accountability. Being broke, again, personal accountability. You know, you got to take these things. You got to take these things seriously. If you don't take them seriously, man, then yeah, that's going to be a result and stuff. But it's not because of the occupation that you choose. You got full. We can sit there and we can, like I said, this is the industry. As a company driver, you can make $100,000. You willing to put in the work. You willing to put in the sacrifice and the commitment. You can do it. You can make that money. If you have financial discipline, and you're serious about getting your finances and stuff straight, then you're gonna go down there and do what's necessary. You're gonna get your credit cleaned up. Then you're gonna monitor the things and stuff that you do, the activities that you're in. So when it's time to go out here and celebrate and have a good time, you can go out here and you can do it. You ain't worried about the stuff partying and stuff, and then I'll figure it out and stuff as I go. That don't work. It's never worked for anybody and stuff. I mean, situation gonna call for some action. So you got to get out here and do what's needed and necessary. It ain't something just gonna fall out the sky and stuff and just make all the wrongs and stuff right. You got to get out here. You got to put the work in. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end on that and stuff, man. And I guess bought some things and stuff. Just go ahead and get that set up in the house. But anyway, This your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. Telling you as always, continue to do your own research, fact finding studies. Honest on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet. Be safe, be easy. Peace out.